Hello, everyone, and welcome to another series, another session of So You Want to Attend Grad School. So today we have the esteemed, highly esteemed Dr. Edward Benoit, and he is our Russell Long Associate Professor in the School of Library and Information Science. How are you doing, Doc? How are you, sir?
Oh, surviving the COVID, but doing pretty good.
So tell us about your programs, the SLIS Graduate LSU online programs.
Sure, I'd be more than happy to. So the School of Library and Information Science has three programs that we offer through LSU Online at the graduate level. We have the Master of Library and Information Science in Archival Studies, the Graduate Certificate in Archival Studies, and the Graduate Certificate in Records and Information Management. Now, all of these programs deal in some way with maintaining and preserving records. And records is such a wide range of things, as is shown here. It could be everything from printed documents to moving image to audio to computer files, just the wide gamut, everything from Gutenberg's pressed Bible all the way up into the text you sent last night. I mean, it can be a wide range of things, and these three programs really focus on how do we provide access to this material, how do we manage it, and how do we preserve it. So all of these programs kind of require the same types of skills. Good communication skills, the ability to logically identify and approach classification or organization, an understanding of basic research and how to help users access materials. Really importantly, the ability to skim and understand a wide range of different types of materials. Attention to detail, of course, is important with almost any job out there. The ability to anticipate and respond to rapidly changing needs and environments, being able to work both in a team but also independently. Surprisingly, you do need to have good IT skills and an interest in digital technology to work with records. And you have to know a little bit about project management. So our programs provide the very basic instruction in all of these areas. But again, where are these records? Well, they're really everywhere. They're at colleges and universities, LSU, ULL, for example. There's corporate records, Coca-Cola, ExxonMobil, LPB, governmental records, but there's also records at museums, like the World War II Museum, at religious archives, like the various diocesan archives in Louisiana, as well as historical societies and collecting organizations. So just a handful of places where some of our alumni and former students work. Everything from, like I said, Louisiana Public Broadcasting to the Academy of Motion Pictures, Arts and Sciences. And those are the people that give out Oscars. So it's a very wide-ranging possibility. Miller Coors is up there, the Rock and Roll Hall of Fame, UPS. But there's also more. We have students who have worked at NPR, at Coca-Cola, ExxonMobil, Library of Congress, the National Archives, just a wide range of places, both in Louisiana and outside. Well, why consider SLIS? There's different places out there you can get these degrees. The biggest thing for us, we are entirely online. And we do asynchronous online. That means you don't need to be at a particular place at a particular time. Within the given week, You log on as best fits your schedule and complete activities, engage with your classmates and the instructors in discussion and assignments, but you never have to be at one place at one time. We also don't require you to come to campus. And this isn't new for us. We've been doing this for over 10 years, and we were the first to do distance learning at LSU and had done that for the 20 years prior to being online. And in this case, this is one of our former students who finished her degree in Istanbul. And so she's sitting there logged into Moodle in a foreign country over in Europe, just finishing up her program. Some other benefits, the MLIS program has been continuously accredited since 1931. It's only one of 12 programs that have been accredited that long. We have some unique partnerships, which I'll talk about momentarily, specifically with the RIM program. We have dedicated support through LSU Online for our students, all the way from when they first start their application with the enrollment concierge, when they're a student with their learning concierge, but also the faculty and staff in SLIS provide excellent support for our students. We have a flat rate tuition of just $485 per credit hour for all three of these programs that we're discussing. And that doesn't matter if you live in Louisiana or Alaska. It's the same flat rate. And that includes all of your fees as well. We also have the ability that students can apply and start 6 different times a year, but they can also graduate 6 different times a year. So when you're finished with your courses, you don't have to wait for graduation. You can graduate immediately once you're done with your last class. And one thing that I am particularly fond of is the fact that these courses are offered in half semester format. Rather than a typical 14-week semester, each course will be offered in that half semester, so 7 weeks. And what this allows students to do is focus in on one course at a time, rather than trying to juggle multiple classes at once. And they can take courses in sequence. And I found that this provides students with a much better dedicated, focused path with their graduate studies. So I just wanted to go through kind of what all these 3 programs are briefly. So you kind of know what's going on. The MLIS in Archival Studies, there is no thesis, there's not a comprehensive exam. When you finish your coursework, you're done. You can do a dual degree option with the certificate in archives and archival studies. What this is, after you take your core courses, the 18 hours of elective courses can meet the same requirements for the certificate. And if students go down this route, they can actually graduate with 2 diplomas, 2 degrees, the MLIS and the certificate without taking any additional courses or paying anything else, which I think is just a great bargain. It's 36 credit hours long. So students take 6 required core courses and they take 6 electives. And yeah, so if they're the core courses, I didn't list all of the electives here because that just gets into a little too much detail, but they are all archival studies electives.
That's amazing, Ed.
The graduate certificate, actually, here are a lot of those electives. The graduate certificate as a standalone program is really aimed at people who already have a master's degree or a doctoral degree, but want to shift careers. Like for example, people who might have a master's in history and decided, well, I want to actually become an archivist. Well, you can do this add-on certificate, which will qualify you to sit for the certified archivist exam, and would qualify you for any job in archives. It's 15 hours long. There are 2 required courses, 1 course in preservation, and then 2 more courses that students take as electives. And this is just like the other program. It's in that half semester format, 1 course at a time, and you're done within, if you do 1 course at a time, you're done within a year. The Records and Information Management program, LSU and SLIS were the first to partner with the Institute of Certified Records Managers, also known as ICRM. This is an amazing partnership that allows our students to bypass the majority of the required exams to become a certified records manager without having to pay for those exams or sit for them. So students who graduate from this program because of this partnership, which is the higher position. And this is just a great opportunity. So with this program, there are 9 required hours or 9 credit hours that are required, 3 credits, and 2 courses as electives. Again, it can be finished in less than a year. So the general admissions requirements for all these programs are the same. We need a graduate school application, a resume, and a brief essay, 1,000-word minimum of why do you want to earn this degree, what are your career goals, and how will this degree meet those goals. And then finally, your transcripts. If you have over a 3.0 GPA on those last 60 hours of undergrad and a 3.0 on any grad work, we don't need a GRE score. No need to take the test, no need to submit them. The only time we request a GRE is if you're slightly below that to demonstrate that you can be successful in the program. Please note, we do not require a sample writing sample. We do not require letters of recommendation. This is it. And you submit your application and we process it from there.
Wow.
Now, as far as financial aid, this is actually the last slide I have. Students are encouraged to apply for a variety of external awards through regional, national, and international organizations. These are just a handful. And I can tell you that our students are very competitive and successful. In the last 2 years, SLIS students, both this year and the previous year, landed $10,000 scholarships from the Society of American Archivists. And each one of those were the highest scholarship possible from those organizations. We've routinely received additional scholarships through other organizations, not as much as 10,000, but 10,000 is, I'm really proud of those 2 students. The best thing I can always say is it doesn't hurt to apply for a scholarship. When we advertise these as they come across our email with our students, and if you apply, you can get these. They're not out of reach. So that's just a little bit about our programs. I could talk for hours about the LSU online opportunities, but I think this is just a good snapshot of what's available for graduate students who are interested in the archival studies and the records and information management fields.
So Ed, if someone wanted to contact you, how would they contact you so that they can get started?
Sure. They can either, for these programs, they can either go to LSU Online directly and fill out a contact form, and one of the enrollment concierges will reach out to them, or else they can email either sliss@lsu.edu or myself, ebenoit@lsu.edu.
Wow. So Ed, that is amazing. What I notice is that so many students are asking about job placement and funding opportunities, and you hit those things right on the head. Can you talk to us a little bit about conference opportunities and research opportunities? Students always want to go to conferences and be involved. I know everything is going virtual now, but what type of research and conference opportunities are out there for your students?
Sure. One of the great opportunities in our programs is the ability to take a directed independent study course. We also have an advanced seminar in archival studies. And in both of these courses, students wind up doing smaller research projects on their own as they are being supervised by faculty members. There are also many occasions where faculty members will ask if any student is interested in helping out with a project that they're working on. We always encourage students to try going to conferences. You can start small, start locally. The Louisiana Archive and Manuscript Association, for example, meets every year. The conference is $20, and we routinely have students presenting posters as well as sitting on panels there. Another example, the Society of Southwest Archivists. SLIS is actually co-sponsoring and co-hosting the 2021 conference here in Baton Rouge.
Wow, okay.
But I'm always highly encouraging our students, take what they're interested in and what they've worked on in class, develop it a little further, and present it at conferences. And that way they can engage with the profession and really have that professional networking opportunity.
I love it.
It's actually funny because sometimes I might meet one of my students for the first time face-to-face at one of these conferences. And that's always a great experience.
What I love about that, you have students all over the world with the availability to be able to get their degrees and get, higher opportunities, higher, academic opportunities to get these degrees. And I think that's amazing, absolutely amazing. I also like the fact that you have so many different windows for them for admittance. I think that means that's a big deal. That's a big deal. So if I would ask you one final word that you would like to tell everyone why they should choose your program, what would that be?
I would actually say that's a good question. I think engagement with the faculty. We, in these programs specifically, the vast majority of the courses are taught by full-time faculty members. It's not being taught by adjuncts. The few adjuncts we do have are specifically chosen because they are leaders in the field. In records and information management, for example, you're being taught by certified records managers. Gotcha. So people who are actually practitioners who know what you need to know and can help you better understand. But I think that's something that our program in particular outshines others, is that dedication to having engagement with full-time faculty members.
Absolutely. You know, Dr. Barry and the crew, yourself, Ed, I mean, it's just amazing what you all are doing. And, you know, I'm just astounded at how far you've come. So I'm excited. I'm looking forward to a bright future with you all. Thank you so much for your time today. Again, I'm Doug Waddell, Assistant to the Dean of the College of Human Sciences and Education, and the Director of Graduate Recruitment. And this has been Dr. Edward Benoit. We're excited to see you and look forward to seeing you in the future. Go Tigers.
Go Tigers.